Hi, I'm Leanne and this is my weight loss journey. I've made a YouTube videos actually. I try and do one every week, and sometimes I think I forget why I am videoing my weight loss journey, and sometimes I have lost my way and sometimes I just forget. And here I am now making this video. So I'm making this video because I have just scrolled back to the very first video that I ever made. It's one called Introductions and First Steps. And I've just sat and watched it back, and ultimately that is why I started recording these videos and vlogs. I wanted to record how I felt and use that to reflect and probably motivate on and measure just how far I had come. So just lately, if you follow me along, you will know that I have completely and utterly lost my way. I've had 2 weeks of just eating whatever crap and the old me coming back into my life and binging and eating crap and not really giving a crap, to be quite frank. So I'm sat here on my own in my house and I've uploaded a few videos and I've skipped class. I've not been to Slim World for a couple of weeks. I've not been weighed, and I have ultimately eaten my way through the entirety of anything that I could eat, like put my hands on. And I've not particularly felt really guilty about it, but I've also become a little bit complacent with it. So my videos are recorded in advance and I have recorded them, and one is, because it's been a year, I set them to release a year after they were recorded. So I am around, I am on YouTube, and I follow other people, but I'm quite as confident as I come across. I'm not really very confident, so I generally try to hide myself away a bit. And part of me and probably losing my way has been that I've not kept up to date with recording. I've not been watching my videos back as much as what I used to, and I've not been as honest with myself as what I should. So here I am, and this is honesty. I am a no shit kind of person. I will say it as it is, especially about myself. But I do really struggle to to talk about myself when I'm in front of people. Probably I tend to talk about other people and listen to other people and what's going on with them, and then I put myself to the back of the list really. So I've just uploaded the video, the very first one that is being released tonight, and thought, right, I'm gonna watch it. I'm really struggling at the minute. I'm sorry about my dogs, they're just playing. Stop, guys, stop. So here I go. I'm watching this video of me when I very first started, and reflecting, I set off to quit smoking, and then I kicked that to the curb because I just don't think I can do both at the same time. I really needed to focus on myself and some underlying issues. That is something that I do want to address later on, but right now just wasn't the right time. So I started watching the video, and I'm not gonna lie, it filled me with absolute sadness. People watching it maybe won't realise and won't see, but the sadness I can see in my own face, describing my life and where I am, and the apprehension. I felt lost. I had no aim. I didn't think I was going to be successful, and I'd start recording it, and it made me I genuinely, through recording that, just wanted to cry. So watching that back has filled me with sadness again for that person that was there recording that. And obviously I can feel that when I'm watching it because it's me. And like, I'm describing that I've always been fat, I've always struggled, and I'm struggling to walk, and it's really affecting myself, and I can see, and I knew it because I recorded it, and that's how I feel anyway. Like, the self-esteem in myself is really sad, and I was scared to start this journey. I was particularly scared to go to Slimming World and to like a Slimming World group. I was scared to fail. I was absolutely terrified. I've always been fat. And watching that back and looking at the changes that I've made and how I'm different and I look different, and sometimes I think I forget that, and that's why watching those videos back is really important to me. And I'm so glad that I've recorded them, because at the moment I am really struggling. And the old demons in me are not putting myself first, and not putting my health first, and not caring that I'm eating and putting weight on, and just, it's so easy just to put them aside and not care. And ultimately, I really do care, and losing the weight that I've lost so far has given me a different outlook at life, and I think that I need to use that for motivation to really push forward and get back on track. Now, I don't want to be an extreme dieter. I don't want to lose like a stone in a month. I am not interested in that. I'm just interested in the fact that I keep trying, and that I'm getting healthier, and that I don't give up, and that I don't go back to feeling that shit about myself. Things are changing slowly. I think I'm a lot happier about myself and the way I look, which I never really give myself that recognition. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not happy. I've got loose skin everywhere. My boobs are like, my body probably looks horrendous. Like, I know it does, because I'm not stupid. But I can walk around a lot easier. I am socialising more. I've got a bigger choice of clothes. I can go, like, when I started this diet, I started because I daren't go on an aeroplane. I daren't sit in an aeroplane seat. I was terrified that I wouldn't fit. And I was embarrassed, and my self-esteem was through the floor. Like, watching that back, like, I could cry even just recording this. It's horrible. It's not horrible. It's made me who I am now. So I do, like, I like that. And it's made me empathetic. It's made me strong. It's made me hardy. It's made me so many things that I would never have been. Like, I am not a shallow person. And, like, I feel for other people. I understand, you know, like, I've been through that. But looking back as to where I was, and like, it's ridiculous, isn't it, that I'm crying, but looking at where I was and where I am now, and then feeling that pain that I felt as that person, it's quite sad. And I never really expressed that to anybody. I always put on a front that everything's okay and that I'm not bothered, and like, I'm sad for me being that, and I don't want to get back to that. I'm gonna be honest. I like the losing the weight I've lost so far has given me a chance to do a lot of things that I didn't think I could do, and it's improved my health, and like, I'm proud of myself for what I've accomplished so far, but I'm also like really annoyed with myself that I'd forgotten that, and it's taken me watching that video to re-feel that pain that I felt there, to be able to like reflect on it and maybe use that to pull myself back on track ultimately. It's a sad place to be, and there's lots of, like, I am still there. I'm still that person. I'm like, I don't feel any thinner than when I started, and all them demons and everything are still there. Like, I'm not an attractive individual. I'm fully aware of that. But I am trying to make a difference, and I'm trying to get better and recover. Like, I've evidently got a massive food addiction. I evidently have got low self-esteem, and have got a thing about concentrating on everybody else and doing everything for everybody else because that makes me feel better. But ultimately, it doesn't make me feel better because I put myself to the back burner and then I make bad choices and I binge and I comfort eat and I emotionally and I hormonally and everything. And I don't want to be back there. So I suppose I'm recording this to remind myself, like, to just remember that starting point and how far you've actually come, and that I am, like, I've lost quite a bit of weight and I've not given up yet, and I need to not give up, and I need to kick my ass back on track and just take it one day at a time and it'll be fine. God, it is such an emotional roller coaster, weight loss. It's crazy. Anybody out there that says it's easy, it's just not. And you possibly cannot have struggled with your weight and understand that it's so complex. Like losing weight, your head's got to be in the right place, timing, situation. It's just so hard on every level. And I am super, super, super lucky that I've recorded my journey. And even if nobody ever watches it, it's unbelievable that I can watch that back and use it as like self-motivation, because I do actually feel sometimes quite alone on this journey, just because I've got so much to lose and it feels like nobody really gets it and nobody really gives a shit. And really and truly, I don't expect anybody to give a crap. But I don't want to lose my way and I want to keep doing this and I want to stay focused. So these videos help me do that. So if anybody's watching this and thinks, God, you are an absolute Fruit Loop and you are just ridiculous, that's fine. But these help me and that's why these are here. So I need to get back on track. So here is to this week and doing better than last week, because ultimately it couldn't get any worse. So I am just recording that because Lily just called and cut off my video, but that is basically me done on this rant. I need to kick myself up the arse and I am gonna succeed at this. I am so happy that I've recorded it and I'm glad that I've had that moment of reflection. So ultimately, I'm going to try and kick ass where this is concerned. Wish me luck.